Well, for the last little while I've been in the market for a new trail camera. Last spring when Chris, the Wooded Beardsman, was up for a bear hunt, my camera got chewed on and that was the end of that camera. So I've been in the market for one. Generally the cameras I'm looking at run on AA batteries. Anything with C's and D's are going to cost a lot of money to operate. They seem to be hard on batteries. AA batteries are pretty common, and if you're around a Costco or anything like that, you can get those Kirkland batteries for really cheap. They're a great battery for spring, summer, and fall. They work just great in the trail cameras. Come winter, they really start to lose their power and their efficiency, but for the most part, it's the fall time that people are really looking to see what they have. So a lot of the trail cameras on the market are pretty expensive, anywhere from 150 up to $500-600, depending on if you're looking for the wireless capabilities, where they'll send you a text message or an email with a picture. Since my trail cameras are right out on my property, I don't worry about that feature at all, which helps save money for one, and two, the likelihood of someone stealing a camera. So we just got a package in from Amazon. We're going to open it up and check out the cameras. We got two of them. Pick two of them up. So you get some instructions. I think that's a warranty card. Simple instructions. Get all this crap off, all these little tags that protect the lenses, and there. Batteries go in here. Takes 8 AA batteries, so I'll go and dig some of those up. Memory card. USB, on, off, and test. Pretty small little camera, I like. It's got a 1/4 inch screw in the bottom, so you can put it on a stand. Came with a little plate where you can, looks like, screw it into a tree or a piece of wood. Comes with drywall anchors and this little bracket, so you can adjust it. Comes with a tree strap, which is what we're going to use, and the USB plug. So that's it for the unboxing. What I'm going to do is I'm going to jump in the gator. I'm going to head to the bush. I'm going to put probably both of them up in the food plot, one in the clover food plot and one in the light bulb plot, and see what kind of action we get. We'll come back in probably 3 weeks when I'm back home from a run at work, and see what kind of pictures we got, and hopefully the bear that was in my yard today doesn't chew on my camera. So we'll be back in a few weeks. Hey guys, well, a couple weeks ago, almost a month now, I bought a couple cheap trail cameras off of Amazon. They were the Amazon recommended. I think they were $69.99 here in Canada, which isn't all that bad as long as the quality's there. So generally the trail cameras that I've been buying are in the $150 to $200 range, up to $250. Great cameras, work really well, take lots of good pictures and good video, and the quality's there. But with bears around, if you don't have the steel cage, they'll wreck your camera pretty quick. Last year, I think it was, when I had the wood beardsman up doing a bear hunt, that was the end of my last camera. Mr. Bruno decided to take a chomp out of it after he had no more food in the barrel, I guess, and made his way somewhere else. So I was in the market for a camera. I didn't have any out last year or last fall, and I really like to see what's out and about. I like to see the animals utilizing my food plots. So this spring I thought I better get a couple trail cameras, and I bought 2 of them. I'll leave a link down below so you can check them out. If you purchase them through the link, it helps the channel out. And I wanted to try some cheap trail cameras, like I said, because of the bears. And you know, at $70, that's pretty good, delivered right to your door. But you know, the quality needs to be there. So I got, on the one camera in my clover plot, I got 308 pictures. Most of them have something going on. There's very few just wild shots of nothing, so that's pretty good. In my other food plot, the Brassica food plot, it's not doing very well, and it's more of a travel corridor. But I plant it with a food plot so that I can hunt that food plot, which hopefully the deer will stop just to take a bite, which would give me a fair shot with my bow. And then they make their way to the other food plot and do their thing over there, and I don't bother them over there. And in that plot we got I think 40 pictures. You can see the deer coming and going. There's even the top of a bear. I'm surprised he didn't try and take a chomp out of the camera. So that's pretty good. That camera is not in a great spot. It's a bit high. I kind of set it up on my last day here, so it was a bit of a rush to get them up. I reset them, and we should get some more better pictures. But the camera in the food plot with the clover food plot, I think is going to be a good representation of the image quality that you're going to get. So let's have a look at some pictures, and then I'll talk about what I think of the camera overall. Would I recommend it, or would I pass? So let's have a look. So you can see by these first couple pictures that there's a little bit of graininess to it. I think I have it set on the 8 megabits file size, and or image quality I should say. And for the most part the camera does what I want it to do. I just want to be able to identify different animals. I want to be able to see does or fawns or bucks, spike bucks. I want to be able to see a coyote or a wolf, a fox, that sort of thing. And it does a pretty good job of that in the daylight hours. In the nighttime you can see that there's this spotlight. It almost looks like someone standing there with a flashlight. It doesn't seem to bother the deer. They don't seem to notice it too much. And but if they're outside that circle, it's kind of hard to tell exactly what it is. There's a few pictures where I kind of thought, well, maybe that was a buck, but you can't quite tell. And dawn and dusk photos seem to be a little bit washed out. It's kind of hard to tell exactly what's going on. But then again, these images are facing south, which to me is a no-no. You want them facing north so that you're not getting the glare in the sun. It's really hard on cameras when they're facing the sun to get good image quality, because they have this bright, intense light shining at them, and then you're gonna end up with silhouettes and stuff. So it's hard on a camera. But you know, overall I would say this camera is done really well considering the way it's facing. Well, there's a look at some pictures. Overall, I'm fairly impressed. I'll leave all the specs and stuff down in the link. I'm not going to get into it, but it takes AA batteries, 8 AA batteries. It's been out for a month, and I think it showed 3 bars or something like that. It didn't use too much battery power, so that's really nice. I tend to go for battery cameras that take AA batteries. AA batteries are a lot cheaper than C's and D's. And in the colder weather, you can start putting lithium batteries in if you're really concerned with the battery life. I generally just run the Kirkland Costco brand batteries, and for the spring, summer, and fall. And then come winter, I'll put some just plain Duracell copper tops in. And I'll still get a good month out of those during the winter, maybe even longer depending on how many pictures I'm taking. So all in all, I would say that for 70 bucks, this camera is pretty good. I would recommend them, and in fact I'll probably buy a couple more later in the year and start putting them out more and more. Come trapping season, I'd like to get a couple out around some bait piles, or maybe a bait box or something like that. Delivered to your door for 70 bucks is pretty good. Seems like the battery life, at least during the warmer months, is going to be awesome. The image quality is at least average, and I'll have to try some video, but I just wanted to get it out and have a look at the image quality. I wanted to have a look at my herd, see what kind of deer I have coming through. I knew we had a bear because of the crop circles, and there was a big clump of fur. I'll put a link or a picture slide in right now. Big clump of fur and some crop circles, so you can always know that there's a Bruno laying down eating when the crop circles are there. But yeah, all in all, it's not a bad camera, guys. If you're in the market for a new trail camera, I think it's pretty budget friendly, and takes pretty decent pictures. So I think I'll give it a 1.5 thumbs up. I think that if the nighttime picture was the center focus point, or where the flashlight looks like it's shining, was bigger and it captured more, I think I would give it 2 thumbs up. But I think the battery life is good, so that's a positive for me. I don't like to have to go out every week or 2 weeks or even a month and change batteries. I know that before I go back to work in 2 weeks, I'll go pull my cards again, have another look, and then when I'm gone for my 2 weeks, I don't have to worry about batteries. So if I can keep the bears off of it, that would be good. So anyways, guys, if you're interested in trail cameras, check out the link below, and I think they're a great little budget-friendly camera. So might have to buy a few more. But cheers, guys, and we'll talk later.